Hello and welcome to Reginald ESQ. I'm Underhook and this is a little tutorial on side scraping. Basically what happens is I'm in my tier 9 Chinese heavy tank. It's still pretty much stock. I've still got the stock turret, which is the turret off the IS-3, and I've got the stock gun, which is the same gun we had on the tier 8 Chinese heavy, the 110. I think I still have the stock tracks as well. Anyway, I'm heading off. It's a pretty fast heavy tank, so I'm heading off to the front line, basically try and defend, because there's only two of us, two tier 9 heavies on our team. So I figure I better go near the front, even though the frontal armor on this thing isn't very strong. It's a bit like an IS-8. However, it does have some spaced armor on the side, so the side armor is pretty strong. So what I want to do is show you a little bit of side scraping and how to side scrape effectively. So this is good for people who are new players or intermediate players who just haven't done much side scraping. If you're new, maybe you're new to driving heavies and some mediums. So I'm going to try and do some side scraping, and then I want to show you what not to do as well if you see somebody else side scraping. So I've come along here and whoop, now I've been spotted. Oh, Tiger just showing the top of his tank. Fortunately, he bounces. Now, I wasn't side scraping there. So what I was doing there was peeking, or poking, which is where you poke out from behind a ridge or a rock, shoot and pop back. So that's good sometimes for light tanks or tanks that can't side scrape but have a fast reverse speed. Sometimes that's not a bad way to do it. But I was just trying to spot him and I got caught out. Now I'm side scraping. So I'm backing out with my tank on an angle. Look at that. 3 big heavy tanks firing at me. They all bounced. Now, this is what you don't do. I'm side scraping and this T-34 has come along and prevented me from side scraping, so I can't retreat to safety after my shots, because what I want to do is pull back, shoot, so I angle out a little bit, pull back, shoot, only showing the enemy my very angled side of my tank. I'm just going to go, so we're going to look at this guy. Now this guy's not side scraping. See how he had the front of his tank angled out? Now he's side scraping, but it looks like he's going back. No, he's angled his tank out again. See, he's angled it out. They can penetrate his lower plate there or shoot. Now he is side scraping again. Anyway, basically I was side scraping, so he comes along and gets in my way, and then he starts side scraping. I was going to put this gentleman on Player of the Week, but I decided not to because I think he's only had a few thousand games and it wouldn't be fair. I think he's probably just inexperienced. He probably didn't realize that he was preventing me from getting to safety. So I just left him alone. And I don't want, like I said, I don't want to hang shit on him. You can see he's getting wasted because he's not doing it right, basically. Now the Panther, it's very difficult to side scrape in a TD. He angled out too much and now he's obviously exposed the front of his tank and he's been blown away. So that's kind of how you don't do it. Now, what I'm doing at the moment is waiting for this T-34 to die. I don't want to go anywhere near him because players like this get you killed. When I first started playing World of Tanks and you didn't go blue when you shot people and you didn't get banned when you shot people, someone like that, you would have typed in a warning, you're in my way, get out of my way. If you didn't get out of your way, you would have shot him. And if he turned around to shoot back at you, any other heavy tanks in the area would have all shot him and killed him. Simply because tanks that block you from doing what you're doing, that sort of thing, actually get you killed. So other heavy tanks used to do it too. Like everyone would just go bang and shoot him and he'd die. So, but these days you don't do that because you get banned. So we just wait until he dies. Or in this case, he's decided to get out of the way. So now we'll go back to side scraping and look at all the enemy tanks there. IS-6, IS-3. So before we bounced the Tiger, IS-3 and IS-6 with the side of our tank. Now we're going to side scrape again. So, whoops, I'll go back into my view. So you can see here, I'm just giving it a little bit. Now I missed him there and he missed me. And then I pull back into the safety of the rock. So I'm not angling a lot. In this position, I don't have to angle out too much. And I'm only exposing as much of my tank as I need to get a shot. So pull into concrete there, we move back, and he bounces. Now the front armor of this tank is actually weak. So they're not hitting my front, they're hitting my side. Once again, now the IS bounces off me. And I've got a side shot on this Conqueror on the tail. Thank you very much. And I pull back. So here's what I do. I pull back there. That's my safe spot. So when the other guy pulled in front of me, he blocked my safe spot. And if I had have kept trying to side scrape with him there, he would have got me killed. So it's better just to go away. Just wait these days till they now I'm going to get rushed. So I decided to track this Conqueror because his gun will tear me to pieces. I moved back to my safe spot, but now it's not really safe anymore. coming back around. We'll put one into him. I've actually been penetrated now. Now I'm in trouble because I can't. I've got to move. Now I'm getting shot in the back. They've surrounded me. We're down a lot of tanks. So I just put one in the Conqueror just to get another shot out there. And I'm basically finished. Getting shot in the back. And I'm down. Okay, so now I just want to show you the difference between when you side scrape well and don't side scrape very well. So the T-34, I said, didn't side scrape that well. I don't care. I haven't even looked what his name is, and I don't care. I just wanted to show you how it works. So he received 10 hits, 6 penetrated. He actually did manage to bounce 4 shots. Okay. Oh, he's actually got stronger armor than my tank anyway. But let's see, damage. Well, one, he didn't cause much damage, but 726, which is all right. But damage blocked by armor 345. Okay, so block 345 by armor, and this is my stats. So I did 1291 damage, and that's with the stock gun, tier 8 gun, and I blocked 2740 damage. So if you side scrape correctly, you can block a heap of damage. And maybe if I'd been able to do that from the start, I would have been able to do a lot more damage if I hadn't been basically taken out of the game by the other player. Maybe I could have done a lot more damage. And look, if I had had the actual tier 9 gun too, I would have been doing a lot more damage, and maybe I wouldn't have got rushed at the end because I would have destroyed a few of the tanks there. So anyway, that shows you side scraping. It also shows you protocol with side scraping. In other words, don't stop someone else who is side scraping, don't get in their way. Now I'm going to show you somebody doing the correct protocol. Guess what, folks? Same map, and I'm going to the same spot. This time I'm in a tier 7 heavy, and it's a tier 7 game. I'm in the Tiger. So the Sherman has already arrived at this spot, but I'm just going to assume the side scraping position. I think the Sherman realizes I'm going to side scrape, and he backs off. I was going to have to angle too much there. So the Tiger doesn't have very good armor. I've been penetrated there by one of those tanks. The other one bounced, and then the Sherman penetrated me because he's using HE. So HE will still penetrate side scraping tanks. I will still do damage to them. Not as much as they weren't side scraping, but it still will damage them. So that's the thing. HE does get you. So I pull out. Nice shot in the side of a T-29 turret. Always good to shoot a T-29 on the side of the turret. Now here we have somebody who's doing the correct procedure when someone is side scraping, which is why I wanted to show you this. So I got hit by HE again, but I bounced the KV-3. And the KV-1S, what he did was when I popped out, he just popped out from behind me. When I go to reverse, he gets out of my way. And that is how you do it. So I tracked the KV-3 there and I pulled back. I was hoping to go through his tracks into his hull, but it didn't quite work. Now what the KV-1S should do, if he wants to maximise his chance... Geez, this gun bounces around a lot. And I bounced from a T-34 there. Outcome. Now that's pretty much what he's doing, is pretty much the right way to do it. So what you basically do is I pull back and shoot, and what he should do then is wait for someone to shoot back at me, and as soon as he sees someone shoot back at me, like that shot there, shot at me but missed, he should then pull out and shoot straight away and then pull back again. So basically if I was him, what I'd be doing is waiting for everyone to shoot back at me and empty their guns, then poke out and shoot, and quickly poke back again. And just do that after every time. But he's waiting a little bit too long. And he's giving people a chance to reload. Although I think he might have got the killing shot in there. Anyway, so we saw the exact same place, exact same thing, side scraping. One person using correct protocol, or incorrect protocol, the first guy, and stuffing everything up. This guy doing the correct protocol and doing everything right. Not only did he stay alive, and I stay alive, but if the enemy had decided to rush us, we would have had 2 tanks around the corner to defend ourselves, instead of one person just getting wasted and stuffing everything up. So, really good, I think, demonstration of how to do it and how not to do it. I hope that helps if you're new to side scraping, and yeah, enjoy, and we'll see you soon. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more tank reviews, please subscribe to Reginald ESQ. Have fun.